Hello, and welcome to another update video about Verasity. So Verasity did, obviously, if you watched the videos over the last couple of weeks, Verasity reached the target level up there in wave 1. We then estimated that somewhere from there, especially after the break of the trend line, which we had on here, which I took off now, but we had a nice trend line here that warned us when the dip would start. Typically, I mean, I don't rely on trend lines too much, but when you are reaching a target, okay, and you're basically waiting for a pullback to happen afterwards, then a trend line can be a really good indication when that breaks that this deeper pullback is starting. We've reached the support or target area already. We had a bit of a bounce. I have to assume this was wave B now, but at the same time, it could be something more bearish. And that's the problem because the B wave was very short. So I do not have much hope that support will hold. I can tell you that right now. If it does, yeah, good. But it should not break below the 0.0042 level. Okay, so 0.0042 USD, a break below that level will invalidate this 1-2 setup. So yeah, I have not much hope it will hold because the B wave is too short. So that's just a warning I can just highlight now, and I have to leave that with you. Next support level is $0.0475 and 0.0042. In my opinion, it drops a bit too fast, too far. It would have been nice to see a clearer and larger B wave, okay, then come down in wave C. But because the B wave is so short, and again, I cannot rule out it's doing a bit of a flat structure and might do another extended B wave. Yeah, it's still possible at this stage, but not likely. Not with that dip that we've just seen, okay, unless it turns around right now. But if it drops any further and reaches 0.0047, then I have concerns that the C wave, which would be ideally the move that's happening now, that this is going to run out of space. Because any sustained break below the 78.6 retracement will likely lead to a failure of the setup. But so far, nothing happened. I mean, in the end, we had a breakout from the yellow support area. Yeah, then we came down to our target area. And now we just need to see if it forms any kind of a bottoming structure. I think that needs to be the approach. So it's sort of followed the script, okay, moved up to target, Fibonacci target that was. It came down now into our target area. And I would just mention that I would be careful right now. Okay, I would be careful here because we want to see some kind of a bottoming structure. So that could be a bullish divergence that would give us an idea, but not yet. It should be at the end of the C wave. Then what we want to see is maybe even a small 1-2 setup. I mean, you might even want to, if this is all too uncertain for you, you might want to wait for the first 1-2 setup in wave 3. That's just an idea. You have to decide that. There is no, there's no right way to trade. Essentially, sometimes people ask me, where would you recommend to buy? I can't recommend anything. I can only give you the tool to work on your own plan. It depends purely on your risk profile and risk tolerance here. Yeah. But I can tell you that looking at the Fibonacci extensions, I would have some concerns with regards to the length of the C wave, because if we measure the length of wave A and we go to the high of the B wave, okay, I mean, if it holds, then, I mean, the 1-to-1 ratio is, of course, a likely target. So that's actually within the scope of the 78.6 retracement. So just above that, can you see that? The 1-to-1 ratio, 100% extension at 4.29 cents. This is where it ideally would land, which is basically where the 78.6 retracement level is sitting. So let's see. Definitely two things I can mention to you. We don't want the price to go below the 78.6 retracement. I would assume the C wave is now unfolding because we broke into the support area. And I can just share my concerns that I find the B wave a little bit too short to be reliable. And then I would be watching for bottoming structures low in the support area. That's all I can say right now. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.